Hello fellow Helldivers, Thornton here. Today we're going to be talking about, well, one of the greatest foes we've faced in the galaxy, and that's the Terminids. And it looks like, according to some new information, that they may be evolving and we might have a problem on our hand pretty soon. That is, of course, if we don't have to worry about the Illuminate as well. We're going to go over all of that, but without further ado, let's talk about the evolution of the bugs. So fellow Helldivers, we've been kind of bullying the Terminids for quite a while now, but according to some data mined information coming from Iron Sights, it does appear that there is going to be an evolution of these creatures. Now, according to some information, it does appear that there is an NPC called the Architect, which could be involved with the evolution of bugs in some way. One thing we really do need to go over before we get into this is anything that is data mined or insider leaked. There's never 100% confirmation it's coming to the game. This is just in the files and what could very well be a possibility. So don't ever take anything as 100% concrete, like this is going to come next week. It's just to give you guys a glimpse at what could possibly be coming. But there's some pretty interesting stuff because, according to Iron Sights, one of the most devastating foes from Helldivers 1, the Impaler bug, is going to be coming sometime in the future. In fact, 76 Jinx also points it out, showing Bug Impaler and Bug Impaler Tentacle, and Iron Sights responded saying, we'll know Impalers are close once we see the models appear. Right now, the only thing we can truly see is the model from the first Helldivers game, in which they were a pretty fearsome foe. But it's gonna get actually a little bit more crazy than just the Impalers, because there's actually a model in the game right now of something called a dragon, or a bug dragon. In fact, Iron Sights said that there's more proof of the bug dragons existing as juggernauts than the Hive Lords. And well, we've seen a lot of leaks and information about the Hive Lords, including Hive Buster. According to that same information, there are some abilities already found for the Dragon Lords. There's Fly, Burrow, Unburrow, Start Dive, End Dive, Crash, Bark, and I just find the fact that there is a bug out there barking that's a dragon. I hope it's like a really cute bark instead of a fearsome roar. I feel like that would just be awesome. But it has more abilities than the Shrieker, and it cannot open a bug breach as of when he had found that information. There was oddly enough some stuff for Helldivers 2 soundtrack that featured flying space bugs as well, so it does seem like this is something that the developers have been working on for quite a while, and it'll be interesting to see how the Architect actually rolls into this. We also know that at some point there are supposed to be more variants in the future, like hallucinogenic bugs. And if you think that sounds kind of crazy, well, there's a new spore system that is being worked on in the future. Iron Sights went ahead and gave us a pretty basic rundown right here back in May, letting us know that there are mutated acid planets, which we have kind of briefly seen, but death troopers who are equipped with fluoroantimononic super acid. I'm not even going to pretend that I pronounced that right. I already have enough problems with automatons, as you guys like to point out in the comments. Although I suppose that's what I get for not paying too much attention in speech therapy in kindergarten. Curse me. You'll have to wear gas masks on the planets, and one of the planets is described as having deposits of poisonous gas, lakes of acid, fog so thick it is impossible to see. These planets will be violent acid storms. Along with that, there will be orbital acid burst stratagem, hallucinogenic mutation, which we just went over with the bugs, where certain planets and bugs will release hallucinogenic spores. So if you thought fighting the Terminids and automatons, God, I'm never going to get that right, threat was bad enough, try doing it while going high on a trip. That looks like something that we may very well have as a future challenge when we go onto these planets. Iron Sights did let us know a list of the planets. It's actually a fairly old list, but he updated it on June 10th. Some of these we've already seen, but there is in the files right now: Bug Homeworld, Bot Homeworld, Illuminate Homeworld. Can't wait till we finally get those. Mines of Zion, Forest Cathedrals, Heroes Bayo, Coldeth, Miasma 8, Darkwater Bay, Bug Quarantine, Meridian, Leah, which I think we blew up. I think, maybe, yeah, that's a black hole, Illuminate, whatever. RP426, Usheron, Outpost 31, Franklin's Retreat, and Protea as well. Some of them, like I said, have already come to the game, but it will be interesting to see which one of these actually ends up giving us the dragon bug and then also makes us, start to trip a bit. My favorite thing, though, that was found that he went ahead and shared is Greg. And Greg is the dopest bug out there in the Terminid system. Little is known about Greg according to Iron Sights, but what is known is that he is worshipped by the bugs as an idol. His file name is right now Bug Idol 1, and it looks like there are going to be multiple bug idols. It seems to also have something to do with this little jar right here that has a bug species inside of the jar. There's also this little larva model that Iron Sights shared as well. And so it'll be interesting to see, because apparently there is the Architect behind the scenes dictating the future evolution of the bugs and what it means for us when we go ahead and fight these new versions and variants of the enemy we've been trying to spread democracy to for so long. Not to mention, there appears to be some audio files about rebels, which could be a future faction, and there's audio for them supporting the bugs, so this could be who the Architect ends up belonging to. Let me know down below, what are your guys' thoughts on the evolution of the bugs? Do you guys kind of see this as like a Caterpie turning into like a Butterfree, or do you guys think that this won't be a big issue at all? Also, don't forget to check out this channel right here and this channel right here, where I cover more information on Helldivers 2. And as always, thank you for stopping by. Keep spreading democracy, and I'll see you out there, Helldivers.